2 pick sixes from Jameis. I'm really disappointed with the Bucs. I really wanted to see Jameis in this new offense with Bruce Arians be successful. I mean, you got to be better than that. You're better than that, Jameis. I'm real upset. I was happy to see Ronald Jones. He looked good. San Francisco, they got a good defense, though. San Francisco's not a bad team. I think people forget that. We'll see. I want to see what San Francisco can do. I don't like Jimmy Garoppolo. I think Nick Mullins is a better player than him. And, I mean, the Niners, they added D Ford. They got 3 sacks on the day. They're not bad. Look out for the Niners.
I'm not sold on Jimmy G. Mm-hmm. I don't think obviously you still stick with him over Mullins. But I tell you what, because there were reports that Bruce Arians, not only is he not focused on the court, there were reports he wasn't even in that meeting room with them. I don't think Bruce Arians, I know he said he wants Jameis and said all this stuff. I mean, that's what you say. Bruce Arians wants another quarterback. I think he saw Jameis.
You know how we were talking about?
Saw his decision making.
You know how we were talking about? If Miami gets Tua, they're only going to win like 2 more games. I think if this team added Tua, this team could be different.
Oh yeah,
that could be that could be a playoff team. Well, but I think they'd be better with Trevor Lawrence.
Should Mike Evans be better?
Mike Evans is phenomenal.
Shouldn't their offense just be so much better?
They should be way better, but I think the next year they should add Jerry Jeudy, and then the year after go for Trevor Lawrence. I think if that's I don't know, but then I don't know how much time you got with Mike Evans, and keep rebuilding the defense. Then you're there. Then you're there.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, you gotta look. They're not gonna have Jameis Winston after this year, so they got to find out a quarterback.
I think you just go with a rebuild year, and you just add to the defense, and then you got to get Trevor Lawrence. That the only way this works out is to get Trevor Lawrence, or you try and get
can also, you can pay the house for him at that point,
or you try and get a good steal of a quarterback, a Joe Burrow late in the third, fourth round.
Maybe just get Case Keenum to stop the gap, stop the bleeding. Trade for Eli.
They'll figure it out. I'm not closing the door on Jameis and Bruce Arians yet. I'm not closing the door.
All right. I do want to talk about the Sunday night game.
All right.
Because
the evil umpire's back. I think this is the best. This New England, Pittsburgh.
The Patriots are winning the Super Bowl.
New England this is the best team I've seen New England have since the undefeated season, and they're only adding Antonio Brown to it.
This is the best defense that they've ever had. Well, this is the best defense that they've had in probably 20 years
since the first few Super Bowls when they had Rodney Harrison and Bruschi and all them. Yeah,
Teddy Bruschi. Yeah. Since then, I mean, this defense is legitimately. This Pittsburgh team is not bad. This is not a bad Pittsburgh team.
I think the game plan was really good, which helped the defense. I think they just took away James Conner because they knew that Pittsburgh wasn't ready to throw to their new receivers. They were all experimenting with that. They just shut down that offensive line. They destroyed that offensive line, which I thought was a good offensive line.
That's what I'm saying. Is this Pittsburgh team, I would not be surprised if this Pittsburgh team puts up 35 points next week. I wouldn't be surprised at all. This New England team, and I mean, when Juju Smith-Schuster, they were able to get him the ball a couple times, but Stephen Gilmore was just said no. Stephen Gilmore is going to basically say, this person is not beating us. I don't care what else happens in this game, this guy is not beating us. And for him, he's going to do that against DeAndre Hopkins. He's going to do that against Tyreek Hill if he plays him. He's going to do that against anybody he comes up against, he's going to be able to do that. And I don't know if you don't have your best receiver being able to be dangerous, I don't know how you beat this team.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I know who can beat them, but I'm not going to say it right now. We'll talk about that. The Cowboys can beat them. They got the team to beat them. They got the offense, and they have the defense. I think will be fine. I think they can match up enough with it. But the New England Patriots defense, they did it without Kyle Van Noy, paternity leave. They're phenomenal. The wide receivers looked great. Rex Burkhead, 8. They were so good. This is the best New England team I've seen in a long time. This is Tom Brady's last season. I'm confident of it. If this is his last season.
Brady's going to play until he's 45. I think the other thing, which I think doesn't matter too much but kind of matters, Brady's going to outplay Breeze and he's going to get that touchdown record and all this stuff like that. He wants to be undisputedly the best of that class. He wants to play the longest. He wants to win the most rings. He'll do that.
He's the undisputed.
So I think he'll have liberties.
I kind of think Rob Gronkowski's going to come back at the end of the year too. I don't understand how New England. I don't know what soul they sold because our Belichick already sold his soul. So I don't know what soul they sold to get even better. Maybe it was Antonio Brown's. It was probably Antonio Brown's.
Sacrifice virgins. That's what they do.
They sacrificed the Raiders. Well, they sacrificed Oakland. They send them to Las Vegas to Sin City. It makes sense. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. This team's really good. I actually think that's my overreaction. They can go 16-0.
I don't think that's an overreaction either. I think they're gonna lose a random game when they're just like the other team has their number. You know what I mean?
Like to Miami next week.
Bit of kick me up. Yeah.
If they lose to Miami next week, I'm not gonna know what football is.
The other thing with this, I would not be surprised them bringing NAB if he starts to be a diva and them just being like, all right, get out of here.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I mean, they can cut him whenever. They don't care about him. They don't need him.
That's what makes this team so dangerous. They don't need anybody. They're so good already. If their defense stays intact and they really keep Edelman and Gordon and they have Jacoby Myers, who I think is a really good young piece, and they have N'Keal Harry, who's in the IR that's going to get back and healthy, they don't need anybody. They can get rid of anybody. They don't need them.
I completely forgot that he was hurt. That just made it even worse. All right. I'm done talking about how good the Patriots are. I'm tired of it. They're going to win. They're going to win it all. That's it. That's it for our football. Monday Night Football still going on. Raiders up 14-3. Anything you want to say about college football? I put some games down. I mean, the big game was Texas LSU. LSU looks really good. LSU's a good team.
The scary thing is LSU's offense. I've never seen LSU with good offense.
They have the offense. The defense.
Yeah.
I want to see if the defense can pick up, but this is a really good team. They travel to Bama this year, which could hurt them in the long run. Yep. That's going to be a great game. That's what we got to look forward to.
Auburn, which is going to be tough for Auburn.
Clemson A&M.
Especially after Auburn played that way against Tulane.
Clemson A&M. Well, I don't know. Trevor Lawrence hasn't been good yet.
Well, Trevor Lawrence, I thought was pretty good.
He isn't good. I think we hyped him up too much. I mean, last year he was phenomenal.
He wasn't national championship Trevor Lawrence. He was good. The other thing too, that A&M game, that Clemson A&M game was not close.
It wasn't close.
Vaughn looked terrible. Clemson's defense was smothering, and then they got that late score, and it's like, oh well, they were only within like one or two scores.
That was a mean score.
They were not close.
That was a backdoor cover, and I hated it.
Yeah, they had no chance in that game.
Yeah.
Tennessee, they need to beat Chattanooga. Like, they have to. If they don't beat Chattanooga, they're going to be 0-8.
Who?
Tennessee.
Oh, Tennessee. Yeah, Tennessee. I can't believe they lost to BYU. They should have beat BYU, and then they found a way to lose. I don't understand what happened. I don't know. Who does Tennessee play next week?
They play UTC, UT Chattanooga.
That's next week.
They have to go into Alabama. They have Georgia at home. They have to go into Florida. I mean, they are going to be like 0-8 if they don't beat UT Chattanooga.
There's still some wins they could find in the SEC, but yeah, I know they're finding ways to lose. They're a 28-point favorite. I don't know how anyone's betting on them right now, but
yeah, especially not 28 points.
FSU, they're having issues too.
I thought that Cal Washington was hilarious. Pac-12 eats their own. I mean, that's just what it is.
And then lightning delay in that game. They didn't play till like 4 a.m. North Carolina, Wake Forest, Friday Night Football. Watch out for that. UNC's 2-0. Wake Forest. I liked what they did last week. I watched them play. I like their defensive end. Can't remember his name right now.
I gotta say, Maryland, are they just gonna score like 80 points a game?
I read a Reddit article. They're only good during crabbing season, and crabbing season's about to end. And they're just terrible without crabbing season.
Okay, you heard it here first.
And then the other thing I got to say, Les Miles in Kansas. What is going on? You guys lost to Coastal Carolina. I don't know.
Look, you cannot tell the Mad Hatter what to do. This is part of the plan.
This is just whiteboard material for a year or two down the line.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Colorado, Nebraska.
So next year's Kansas team can run.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's a sacrifice here. It's a sacrificial lamb here. Colorado, Nebraska, old school game. Nebraska was overhyped. Just like Syracuse, Nebraska and Syracuse. Those are two overhyped teams. Syracuse gets Clemson this week. Now no one cares.
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe Syracuse proves us all wrong. Maybe they were just looking forward to next week.
We didn't even talk about Army, Michigan.
Oh, Army, Michigan.
So much passion in that game. That was true football from Army. Triple option, just bringing it back in style. And then, of course, they don't go with the triple option. They go with the pass on the last play. And it was like, what are you doing?
Oh, man. They had the chance to win it. You would think that one kicker would want to be there for the troops. Just one kicker would want to support this country. I guess not.
Yeah. I mean, hey, John Harbaugh, he's anti-American.
Yeah.
He hates the Army.
I can't believe Michigan was celebrating like that after the game.
Yeah, you don't celebrate that game.
You gotta be like, all right, thank God we survived.
Is he on the hot seat?
Yeah, he's definitely on the hot seat. He's been on the hot seat for the last 2 years.
He lives at Ohio State.
Ohio State looked phenomenal.
Yeah, Justin Fields.
Dude, they've looked Ohio State
quarterbacks
last 2 weeks. They've been blowing the doors off people. UCF's been blowing the doors off people too. Look, they're still got it. They play. I think they play. Oh, that hurts. USC Stanford. USC beats Stanford. Stanford was supposed to be UCF's game this year. Now it doesn't matter. UCF's going to blow their doors off too. It doesn't matter. But that's all I got for college football. That's all I got.
Yep.
Anything you want to add?
Real quick, NBA banning the ninja headband. This is the dumbest freaking thing I've ever heard. This is what this is. It's all just a stupid media ploy because the NBA is gonna, or Nike is gonna be like, oh yeah, we created this one that does fit all the standards. They said there are people they said teams were raising safety concerns. What safety concerns? Tell me right now, what safety concerns does a freaking knot and an extended headband have? There are none. Well, I don't understand. And it's not like this is the first time. Hey, guess what? Rafael Nadal has been wearing one since he started playing tennis.
It's a non-contact sport, though.
Right on the freaking front. Do you think it's a bootleg copy?
No fun league, but I do think Adam Silver's just going to change the rules because he always listens to the fans. And,
well, it's like, fuck Nike. Fuck Nike. Adidas all the way, 3 stripes.
It was a Nike thing? I didn't know it was a Nike thing.
Yeah, Nike was like, teams are raising concerns that it's unsafe. And they're like, we don't have like an official measurement and official gear.
Why doesn't Nike just sell them? Why doesn't Nike just sell them?
That's what they're going to do. They're trying to raise hype, I think. I don't know.
All right. I'm mad because I love the ninja headband, but I think it'll be back, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's all I got. Are we going to be back Thursday night?
Yeah, I can, maybe not. No. Sorry.
What?
Yeah, down.
We'll figure it out. I'm gonna do something. We're gonna do something. We might.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I'm gonna make Matt record Wednesday night, and then we'll figure out the football. We'll figure out football there. All right, that's the show. It's good to be back. Follow us on Twitter, SlurW Sports.
I'll have a voice next time. Don't worry.
Tell your friends. Do all the things. Matt, last words.
They are who we thought they were.
They are who we thought they were. Yeah, that's it. Bye, guys.
Bye.